Hi, Barbie.
Hi, Ken.
Have you met the divorced Barbie? She comes with half a Ken's shit.
Okay, I was gonna say like a box of tissues, but...
You want to intro this or?
Kind of hard to follow this.
What episode's this? What would you do if you had $1 million? We're going to talk about it today. If you join me for the first time, my name is Brad Hogan. I'm a business guy here in Central Florida. Welcome to Season 3, Episode 5. What would you do with $1 million? Two of my kids are here today. My son Corben and my youngest daughter Katelyn. My other daughter couldn't be here. She is teaching school.
I think I've been out of school for like 6 months, but I'm 22 years old and I have just started a business. I'm actually in business with my dad right now, so that's cool. I've started my Amazon FBA journey, which has been very cool, very nerve-wracking as well. So is this. I hate this.
Your perspective's a lot different than my perspective.
Yes.
And
I definitely don't have $1 million or close to that. So.
Well, where to begin? All right, married, Courtney, my wife. We've been married since November last year. Jackson, our son, 3.5 years old. He'll be 4 in February.
Well, I was gonna say my housing situation. I want all of my friends and family to like live on one street. I think that would be so cool. Have my friends and family like pretty much in my backyard. We all like live in a whole cul-de-sac. I don't even know how much like a down payment is on a house. Probably not enough to like buy everyone a house, but like a down payment. Everyone live in the cul-de-sac. Yeah, I want all my friends and family
You could certainly
to be close.
do a bunch of down payments with $1 million.
I want us to have good modern houses.
how much does a house cost?
Right. So like in the $384,000.
My house right
like
now.
So
Like a
$400,000
townhome?
for a house.
Okay, like
Yeah, maybe you get a condo.
$500,000.
Okay, all right, $500,000 down payment, 20%.
I'm not good at
about
math.
$100,000.
$50,000.
FHA loans,
I don't know.
you can go as low as like 3.5% on a down payment.
Okay, all right. So I'm saying you're putting 20% down. You're spending $100,000.
What am I doing with it?
Yeah, you making down payments for everybody?
No. No, not even finishing payments on my house with $1 million, probably. That's not to say I won't help friends out. I have a few friends, I have family that are getting consideration. You could be one of them. You could find yourself on that list. It's funny, 1067 here did this segment one time. If you won the lotto, if I had $1 million, probably start with a couple luxuries and a couple nice things to have that would improve mine and my family's quality of life significantly. I'm not talking about spending 100 to 200, 300K plus right now on something like that, but things like if we could remodel our home in a small way where our house is, if we're considering having another child, for example, we'll probably have a bigger house.
Upgrade your house?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
The current situation, 2 bedrooms, 1 kid, 2 parents. There's only so many rooms to go around. And unless we're doing it Malcolm in the Middle style, we're not packing 4 boys in 1 room. Let's just say that.
Totally could. Bunk bed.
Could, I thought about it.
Bunk beds are fire.
They didn't even do bunk beds. You gotta watch that show.
No. Now, $1 million isn't a lifestyle change for me. I can make you cry over $1 million, and I don't want to skew the conversation. It's just my take. You know, as a guy in his 50s, if you had $1 million pre-tax, you figure approximately 40%, maybe 50% is going to tax. So even if you do it 40%, you're left with $600,000. If you invested that and got I'm going to be really generous, say you got an 8 to 12% return, call it 10%, that's $60,000 a year. Then if that's investment income, you got a 30% tax on unearned income. So that's another $18,000 you're taxed. You're left with $42,000. $42,000 a year, I'll take it. That's great. It's an extra $42,000, but you know, you're not even buying a car at this point.
I'm sorry. I know. We just went down to a mailbox. No houses, just the mailbox.
My thinking is, you know, we're not touching the principle. I guess the point I would make is, man, it takes so much money to retire. You just got to get after it. Today's market, I'm not even talking about a European vehicle. If you want a luxury American-made SUV, you're 100 grand plus. You can go out here and get a Jeep SUV for 100, 110 grand. You can get a Lincoln for 100 grand. Getting in an Escalade for 100 grand.
So what I was thinking of is the car with the stars on the ceiling. Is that a Rolls
Rolls
Royce?
Royce.
Yeah. So my $1 million, and then I was also thinking about the tax thing, because then we went down even more. And I'm like, how much is a Rolls Royce? Is that like $300,000? Because like, okay, well I had a yacht. Yeah, I had a yacht on my list. That's definitely something I would be interested
You
in.
could make that
yacht.
down payment or rent it
Very
for
cool.
a day.
What makes you want a yacht?
Well, I don't want a yacht because I think that would be very expensive to own one, pay the gas and everything. So maybe just like rent it out for a day. I don't know. Our vacation that we took, I got a little taste of that life, and that was pretty sweet. And I was like, we need to get on this. We need to get on this. We need to get our monies.
That yacht, we yachted from Duck Key down to Key West and hung out on Alligator Ledge. That was too fun, wasn't it?
That was like a convertible yacht. Like the roof
That was awesome.
no more. I was
That was-
like, where'd it go?
That was a brand new 60-footer, and my buddy paid $4.3 million for that little yacht.
Can
So
I
you-
have your million and
You
your
make
million
you
too?
make the down payment, but
I don't think you want payments on a yacht.
Yeah, no. So like just for a day, that'd be cool.
There you go. You take a vacation.
Yes.
Vacay then.
Like vacay, and then just have the yacht on the side. Like, where we want to go? We have no plans. Let's take the yacht out.
Maybe a net jet card. Take a jet here and there.
Okay.
If it's conducive to
Like,
business,
what are
that'd
we
be
talking
kind of
about?
cool.
A jet, a PJ,
A what?
a PJ, a private jet. PJ in the PJs.
I guess I'm not in tune. Vacation?
Okay, I really want to go to the Virgin Islands, St. Thomas, like on one of those little like sailboats with like the net.
Catamaran?
Okay, yeah,
U.S. Virgin Islands?
sure.
Very cool.
Let's go there. Take
Yeah.
me wherever.
Caitlin has bought all of her friends and family a house,
Oh, and
a
everyone's coming
yacht,
back.
a private jet, and a luxury vacation.
Yes.
You're doing awesome.
Yeah, 22 years old, boyfriend of 5 years. See, not married. Hopefully we get there, but yeah, not there yet. Still working on it. But yeah, like want to take all my friends and family with me. Yes, Megan, you're coming along because where would I be without you in my Amazon journey?
So what are you thinking? What are you doing?
for vacation,
Do you like cold? Like tropical?
I've never been on a cruise around the world. I want to go through Europe
Well, you can't go for 3 months, man. Who's going to run the business?
sometime in the future. Maybe we have $1 million to help cover that expense. An Alaskan cruise, I'd love to try it. It sounds like fun. It seems like fun.
I'm giving Titanic vibes.
So there's some instruments that we use that can give us the income that $1 million would give us through leverage, right? I can go out here and some of the investment property, or some of the business we've got, maybe I take $10,000 and I'm able to buy into a business that throws me off 40,000, 60,000, 100,000, a few 100,000 in income every year. That's perhaps the way to start. Everybody's got a job, or they've invested in something that's their business. And when you can truly make that shift, and you're both on the path, when you can make the shift from having a job, which is what you've both got now, you've got jobs, even though you own your business, when that turns into a business where someone else can run that, you've got that income, and you can have multiple businesses and multiple streams. People don't think of it that way, but it's just like having $1 million.
Yeah, we're not
or
there
2
yet.
Or 3, or but your head's
Just got to get the one down.
the
first.
path. You're so conservative with everything.
I know. Well, okay. The rest of the $1 million, I'd upgrade the car situation to save my back.
You're back.
Oh, Jackson's getting old enough. He pretty much jumps in and out by himself, which is nice. But again, if I'm doing a second one,
What about buying another business? I mean, that's what I think about with other income.
That overwhelms me to my core.
I feel like if it were that easy, I'd have a proper mindset around it or proper goals if I understood it more, or if I felt it were more accessible. If I think buying a business now, as far as putting money into something, The only thing that really comes to mind is franchising something.
Well, I think you definitely have multiple businesses. Your immediate thought when you get money is like putting it back into your businesses and like, how can you make your businesses better? I'm kind of like selfish thinking, like, how can I use this money for myself? Like, this is amazing. How can my friends benefit from this? You're for sure like a businessman, like to the core.
Everything I think about always considers Courtney. Having an upgraded car, being able to improve things around the home, getting into a bigger home, getting into something that's more what we see ourselves in for the foreseeable future. What we have now is great, and we're in it for the foreseeable future. If I had $1 million, that'd probably change real quick and go into $400,000 to a $500,000 house. Something I thought about doing with $1 million is it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to find some of those, not necessarily foreclosures, but find something that needs a little work, a little love, a little updating. I don't need to be the house flipper, but I feel that industry is just low-hanging fruit in a market like Central Florida, I think, too.
I lived in Central America for 8 years, and I've got friends that every time somebody in the family gets married or they have another child, they just keep adding on to the house because grandma and grandpa live there, mom and dad live. It's like, who's that? Oh, that's my uncle and aunt, and that's my other uncle and aunt, and they all live in the house. And in many cases, they share the cars. I'm not talking about people that are poor and struggling. I'm talking about everybody in the household's got a good job and the house is paid off. They share the bills. When they've got a build on, they all pool their money. My buddy, it's like, man, you have a Rolls Royce, you have a Ferrari too? And he goes, well, anytime I want to drive them, I can. And it kind of belongs to everybody in the house. There's other automobiles too, but those stand out because either one of those is a wild card no matter where you're at. When I came back, I mean, I lived with my parents and it was great to just see them. Our society here is different. To see other parts of the world where everybody lives together, it's no big deal. I mean, you kind of get to know your family and friends.
I would like my own place. Very much so. Yeah, I can't wait to get out of my boyfriend's house.
Well, you've been living at home.
I shared a room with my sister
Naturally.
like forever and never really had my own room. And then it was like, then I did have my own room for like 2 years or whatever. And then, I don't know. My sister was kind of growing up and like in and out of school. One time like moved in with a boyfriend in St. Augustine. So she was kind of gone for like a little while, but like... Okay, well, I never really had my own space, and it would just really be nice to have my own space and be able to be in my own privacy. I am 22 years old. I have a job, but literally Florida rent is crazy. Like, I just do not have enough money right now to move out.
It's an insurmountable hurdle.
Moving out is my number one goal right now.
Come
Am I
on, you guys
moving
can
back
move
in?
back in. I got plenty of bedrooms and bathrooms, you guys, hey.
Are you gonna buy organic fruit now?
We already do. Publix and yeah.
So expensive.
It is expensive. We do a lot of Aldi shopping too.
If you got $1 million, do you stop shopping at Aldi?
No, I probably shop at the exact same places and I probably keep the exact same habits. I might buy a nice new suit. I might get a few new shirts or something, but
But you're not
otherwise what I
changing.
got is great. Yeah.
I take great passion in my purses.
Oh, there you go.
My Coach purse. I have a Michael Kors. I've seen those like YSL heels. Those are.
You need
those
some
are
Louis
dope.
Vuitton in your life?
Yeah, some red bottoms. Like, I don't even know.
Jimmy Choo.
Jimmy shoes. Oh, so cute. But like, also, are those shoes even comfortable? No idea. Yeah, or like a Coach belt. I'm run Coach belt with the
Heck yeah.
little pants.
Yeah, I have no desire.
Somebody's got to get it.
A Coach belt wouldn't do anything for me.
Okay, but you're wearing a Rolex. So.
Well, I mean, hey, it's just a watch.
No, it's just a watch, and you have like 5 of them.
Hey,
Hey.
Would you upgrade Courtney's ring? Is that not important to her?
I think I would. I guess if I'm putting this out there. She says she loves her ring, and she does. I'm sure she does. But it's just something everybody does where they want to comment on the big fancy diamond ring, or what's it called? The halo, where it's got the... She'd probably love it if...
I actually don't like that. I think some rocks are just too big for your finger. Like me, I would kind of need about like not even, what is it, a carat.
The way they're priced, I mean...
0.75
You
is
go
all.
and spend $25,000 or something that everybody's gonna comment on it. I wouldn't go spending the $1 million. I wouldn't go spending $100,000 on it. She'd probably get mad.
I don't think it really matters. I think it's all up to like the woman, the girl. like, and what she wants.
What would you do if you won the lottery tomorrow and you had, after tax, you had $50 million? What would you do?
Cul-de-sac just got.
I know. We
Cul-de-sac
just
back
moved
in
to
play.
Grandma and Grandpa's neighborhood. Have a money party?
A money party?
Just sleep on it for a little while.
I mean,
And
like,
see what happens.
have y'all ever seen, what is that, Mad Money? Look-y love that movie.
What is that?
They, like, work at the place where, like, they shred the money if it's, like, too old or whatever. They like, get rid of it, or if it's, like, kind of still, like, okay, then they send it back through and then give it to the banks or whatever.
What is it, like the central bank?
I don't know what it's called. They, like, all work in different parts. One of them's, like, the trash girl. One of them works with the cases, like, moving them to different parts wherever they need to go. One of the girls is, like, taking the money out of the case. She's moving it and, like, puts it in the trash bag, and she's, like, sitting there dancing, closes it back up, gets into the elevator. The one girl comes with, the trash bin or whatever, takes the money, and then they're all, like, stuffing their pants before they...
No way.
Yeah, with the money and stuff, and then they get home and then they throw it around and just like money everywhere. Mad money. So yeah, I feel like I'm just like a money party or like one of those guns.
I'm just excited for both of you guys. $1 million is in your future. It's not that far away.
Thank you. I hope so.
It's coming. There. We'll get that thing to $1 million in no time. Hey, appreciate both of you guys. See you guys in the next one.
Bye.
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 She says, "Hey Corben, I want your $1 million." I say no. If she really needs it, then yeah, you can have it. I'm willing to share. Like,